organisations don't want to fund small projects because it's too expensive to manage, and all the reports and everything, it's just too much. So that is what we try to do. It's like a big internet system for projects, and what we focus on is sharing knowledge across projects, so different projects can learn from other projects. And also by making the progress on a project visible on the internet, that will attract more funds. So it's how could we, for example, with your project, as you work, so as you have those meetings, each update goes to somewhere on the internet, so that people who are interested in your work can see how progress is happening in a live sense. So we only launched the first, this is our beta system, very early stage, but we launched in August. And we have 30 projects in the system at the moment. But eventually we would like hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of projects. So that each of the projects, each team who is doing the project can start to connect and learn from each other. Some of the projects in the system are funded, and some are still looking for funding. And what our system does is it allows the organisations who have funds to browse through projects and understand at a simple level, in a summarised way, what the objectives are and how and what the goals are and who are the organisations involved. We are building a system called RSR, really simple reporting. So the idea of really simple reporting is that as you work on a project as a team in the field, you can add short updates into the project system using things, for example, SMS, or using the internet, and also you could upload photographs. So you start to create a timeline of things. So it could, and that's why we're here trying to understand more about how you report on projects and whether you would see potential over time to be able to do more of your updates using SMS, or perhaps calling to leave a short message, and whether you see that as being a useful way to share progress. You can go in to see any project in AKVO and understand all the detail of what it's about. And also you can see at the side the NGOs who have been involved. And you can click on that NGO to see all of the other projects that they are working on at the same time.
That can be.
And all the time the aim is to make your work visible so that funders and other organisations that are interested in your work can learn more. You would have an SMS number to send projects to, and it will know who you are, because it will have your telephone number registered. And so different people in the team can send either text or perhaps photos, if that works here. I don't know if it does.
And they can even email it also?
Yes.
Yeah, through SMS.
Yes.
Only through SMS?
You will be able to email as well, yes. We haven't built that yet. Certainly funders, I know, want, if they're able to see how projects work in a transparent, visible way, they seem to be more comfortable about funding more projects without doing lots of
reporting.
Yeah, reporting.
जो फंडर है जो आपको कभी जानता ही नहीं है, आपके बारे में जानने के लिए ये बहुत अच्छा एक माध्यम है कि वो जान सकेंगे कि आप कैसे रिपोर्टिंग करते हैं और क्या कितना ट्रांसपेरेंट वे में आप लोग काम करते हैं, तो उसके थ्रू वो और दूसरा फंड भी हम लोग जनरेट कर सकते हैं इसके द्वारा। तो वो इनका उद्देश्य है कि ये खाली इंफॉर्मेशन ही ना होते हुए एक मार्केटिंग के जैसे भी हो कि हमारे प्रोजेक्ट को बहुत लोग देखें और उसमें फंडिंग वाले लोग भी देखें और उसके द्वारा हम लोग को और फंडिंग मिल सके, तो एक्चुअली उनको अप्रोच करने के बजाय वही लोग हम लोग का इंटरेस्ट दिखाएं और हमारा काम देखें।
Now, you talked about corporate funders. One of the goals of this is to eventually make it much easier for a corporation to fund large numbers of projects in a way that they can follow. And it's been things like organisations in the Netherlands. There's a festival where this group organises the toilets for the festival, and they raised 30,000 euros. And they said, well, normally they give all their money to UNHCR, but they say, well, we just write them a cheque and it goes, and that's it. We don't know what happens. But they like this because they can say, well, we want 30,000 euros to be spent on that project and that project and that project, and then they could follow progress. We've also been using video reporting. So particularly in Africa, we have field reporters that will go in with a mobile phone and film the project and then upload it. And that has really attracted more funds as well. And in fact, the projects that have been chosen, the most are the ones where there is video about it. The main challenge we have, because we've raised about €1.5 million in funds to build this, which was really good. But we have now the big challenge for us is finding really great field NGOs that want to use the really simple reporting, because lots of NGOs are like, well, yes, maybe it would be good, but they don't really push it forward. And until we get some momentum with partners that are sending updates and starting to use the system to share knowledge and make their progress more visible, that's the tipping point for us that I think will make this work. So, and Argium is very progressive as an organisation, and that's why we're working closely with them, and I think that's why we're here. So yeah, I don't know if you've got any comments or any.
So